good morning from the Alton Towers Resort, where it's going to be a quiet October weekday. So thought we'd come up here, get some rides in, and also bring you the latest updates.
We're also going to be checking out the Scarefest construction, because Scarefest starts this Friday the 11th, so we need to see exactly what's been going on for this event.
We've not actually been to the park for a month because of all of our travel plans. We've had lots going on this week since we've got back, so it's always good getting back to the local park. We're going to bring you just the general updates throughout the park, not just for Scarefest, but Project Ocean as well, the new flat ride down in Forbidden Valley. Of course, Hex is opening finally in the next couple of days as well, and yeah, lots more going on, including just some really quiet rides, making the most of a perfect day to visit Alton Towers. And of course, with it being a quiet day, the park is only open from 10 AM through until 4, only 6 hours, which isn't long for a massive park like Alton Towers. But luckily, if you're here early, you can really maximise the rides. And look at the queue times today, it is going to be like a ghost town walking round. And of course, Scarefest starting from Friday, and yeah, you've got the decor starting to be put up here on Tower Street. You've got some of the banners and the buntings. No decor out down in the middle yet, but I'm sure that will all be in place ready for Friday. And yeah, Scarefest this year is running every night, like there's not a gap in the middle, every day through until the 3rd of November, Charlotte.
It's brilliant, that is. We're just like coming up on an evening, just walking around the park and get the spooky atmosphere.
Also, for the first time this year, it does mean it's not open until 9 every night, because there's going to be some quieter days. There's some 8 o'clock closes in there for Scarefest this year as well. But like I say, I think those days are probably going to be quite quiet in the week. And for the past few years, the main front lawns here have been a hub for Scarefest, with all the family entertainment, food options, and just a general great atmosphere. So looking forward to seeing the shows here on Friday. You've got the stage down there, which has got a bit of a different border around the edge for this year for Scarefest. It's a bit darker. I think it was purple before, and you've got the set just there. Always love seeing Simbin and all the other shows, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, I love Simbin. Like, they always put in 110%, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's a singing show and dancing. Always looks fantastic. The pumpkin photo opportunities are here as well. And obviously they're still in the process of transitioning it really from Oktoberfest that ended last week. As you can see, the Oktoberfest sign is still up just down there on the board, like the neon sign, but that'll change to Scarefest, and yeah, just gradually changing it over. I am surprised to see that the tent has gone though. Obviously we had this lovely cover for Oktoberfest to stop everybody getting wet. The tent's gone, so yeah, it's a shame that couldn't have stayed for Scarefest, to be honest, but it has opened up the view now of the towers, which I do really like. And even though there's still over a month to go until fireworks, this year, because Scarefest is running every day, it does mean they're going to have limited time to set up for fireworks. So already we're starting to see that fireworks setup taking place over on the left earlier than ever. Like, you've got like the viewing area going in there at the side, and also like the techie booth as well. So over the event, we're going to be seeing more setup for fireworks, and in fact some of the big trusses are down there on the floor already. So yeah, we're going to start to see a lot of that lighting and tech going in for the big events of the year, fireworks. And there's a look at the setup over on the lawns from over on this side. Very quiet day today, so we're going to go and have a ride on Wicker Man. I'm sure it said just on the app, the queue's 5 minutes. Can't complain about that. However, Charlotte won't be joining me.
I know, so thank you all for your messages, I really appreciate it, but unfortunately, I've got a really bad back. I've been to the doctors, and I've been advised that I can't ride until I've had a scan, so I've got to wait for the scan to come through, but until then I can't ride. I'm absolutely gutted.
You've not been feeling the best since we got back from Cali, have you, really?
No, like I had a bit of back pain that come on towards the end of Cali, and I thought, oh, it's nothing, I'll be fine. And I come back and it got worse, so I went to the doctors and they've told me I can't ride, like I can't do any of the scare attractions apart from like the kids ones until I've had a scan, so I've just got to wait for that to come through, so I could be missing rides.
Yeah, that's the thing, so to see how you get on.
I've just got to take it easy, so hopefully it comes through quick, but who knows.
Luckily you were fine for California as well.
I can imagine that would have been a pain if I couldn't have been able to ride there.
Yeah, that's the thing, as much as it does mean missing out on some bits of Alton Towers and stuff over the coming weeks, at least you've done all these before and we are at the local park. Of course, Burial Grounds is back for this year, so looking forward to getting in that on Friday night. You've got the flame machines just out the front here as well. Talking of flames, time to feed the flames with a ride on Wicker Man just here. Lovely. Look at this, it's empty. Must have been down, but it says reopening now on there.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you. This is one of like the best days for coming back to Alton Towers. Look at this. Walking straight down to the baggage hold. Let's see when it come off. Oh, look at that. These are the best days to visit Alton Towers. A 5-minute wait there for Wicker Man, the park's 2018 GCI wooden roller coaster. Had a back row ride, row 12, and it was awesome. Great to get back on this fantastic ride. One of my favourites here at Alton Towers. I love it. And yeah, just a fantastic day to be here. The weather's not actually too bad. I thought it was going to throw it down all day. But not too bad so far. Fingers crossed it's going to be decent for Scarefest on Friday.
Please remain seated.
People taking on the waterfalls just there at the Congo River Rapids, but yeah, it will be closing a little bit earlier this season.
Yeah, so the Rapids will be closing on the 14th of October. This was added to the Alton Towers ride availability page, and it's going to be shut in for winter maintenance.
There you go. To be honest, though, a lot of people don't really ride it at Scarefest. It does add a bit of capacity though, so it's a shame that it's closing earlier. But still, at least it's back on full power. I saw the other day some people have been getting mega soaked on here recently.
Oh no, we don't like a soaker this time of year.
Better than a lazy river. May as well go for a ride on the runaway mine train just here. Yeah, the train looks half empty. The best days to visit Alton Towers. Well, it's nice and quiet. Yeah, like your early weekdays in like March and April are good outside of the holidays. And obviously this time of year now, as soon as you get into like October, really quiet. Walk on. You know, it's a quiet day at Alton Towers when you get not one, not two, not three, but 4 laps on the runaway mine train. Obviously 2 is like the standard on there. If they're feeling nice, they'll give you 3, and if it's super quiet, we'll get 4 laps. Oh, you missed out there.
I can't believe you got 4. I just had to wave at you as you went past.
It was funny though, because you were stood in the helix watching.
Yeah, and you was like, hey.
Runaway mine train. Rapids is running around empty down there as well. So quiet. Down to Alton Manor on a quiet day, still got the roaming entertainment team out, providing some entertainment for people, which is good. Just adds to the vibe, doesn't it? 5-minute wait. To be honest though, even on a busy day, you always count on a quiet ride on Alton Manor. Oh. Got your nice Disney bag on there?
Yeah, it's a brilliant bag, this is. I can fit so much in it.
Fit a lot of food in there,
Yeah,
which is what you want. Good to see the smoke effect on. Only light, but it is on. And then we're going to have a look at Compound next, the new scare maze. Go and have a look at what we can see. There's been audio testing and all sorts this week, so yeah, not long to go to experience the new scare maze for this year.
Whilst the house may appear to be
Whoa, so creepy.
On the 31st of December, 1891, Mr. and Mrs. Alton held a party to celebrate the turning of a new year. However, on the final time of the family... Please watch your schedules for
Hey, you said it right there on Alton Manor. If you're ever looking for a laugh when you come off, just turn the other way at the exit like this. There you go. The UV lights. There you go. Oh, good stuff. I just thought I'd share that with you. That's been our guilty pleasure since we discovered it like a couple of weeks after Alton Manor opened last year. So funny, just the placement of the UV light there at the exit. Turn around and get some funny photos and videos with your friends before you make your way into the shop. But yeah, I do love Alton Manor, fantastic. All the effects are working other than the trommel tunnel, so hopefully we can get that sorted soon. Yeah, I think that's been broken for a while now. And here we go then, the new thrilling maze for Scarefest this year is Compound. It's all based on the story of Nemesis, Forbidden Valley and the Phalanx. Really excited to get in this on Friday. Of course, it's built in this new structure just at the back of Gloomy Woods, yeah, hidden away behind the trees. And you know what, it looks massive. It's built with the main tent down the middle and then shipping containers on both sides. Really can't wait just to see what this is like. I'm hoping for lots of theming in there, some great scares and lots of storytelling as well. That's something that Alton Towers are always really good at with their scare mazes. It's the backstory. And yeah, this is looking great. As you can see, you've got the queue line all in place there. It's nice because it's got like a proper permanent queue line that's been set up down there in that location. And obviously in a few years time, when the park decide to change compound, it means that this building now will probably stay here for the long term foreseeable, and we'll see multiple mazes come here for the foreseeable future of Scarefest. So yeah, really excited that they've actually spent a lot of money on the infrastructure. Was hoping for a bit more of a facade out the front, but of course there's still a few days to go at the time of recording this, so there could be some more. And just on the pathway down from there, they've actually set up some temporary queue line as well. I'm glad they've painted all the barriers black, and they've also added some new permanent lighting in. Hey, there we go. All down on the side there.
I'm hoping that by the end of Scarefest I'll have had my results and I'll be able to go in, because I really wanted to do this one this year, so fingers crossed by the end of Scarefest.
Hopefully, the key is just getting better, isn't it? But yeah, this is looking good. Some little park hands just down here as well, all down the side. Yeah, all the queue line in place, ready to go for Friday. And down here at the end, you've got some toxic barrels and things as well. Here we go, look at this. Oh yes, these are looking pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of what I was predicting with the entrance down on this side. Yeah, this looks good. Warning, restricted area, phalanx employees only beyond this point. And the sign just up there as well. Literally, that's what I said earlier in the year. I thought the toilet sign will probably go, and they'll put that on there. So yeah, that looks really good actually.
It does.
A few bits down here as well. Nemesis, PA1X. Oh yes. Yeah, nice how they put quite a bit of theme in out here at the front. Yeah, hopefully we'll see more of a facade on the actual exterior of the attraction. But still, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, really excited for Friday just to see what this is like. Just refreshing to see that we've got a new thrill maze coming to the event this year. Compound.
This facility is active and safe access is now guaranteed for scientific personnel and civilian visitors.
5-minute wait for Nemesis Subterra.
Is under
Oh, it's empty today. Great day for coming. Subterra. And based on the theming around Forbidden Valley that was added for this year as part of the Nemesis Reborn upgrade, I think we're going to see some good theming in the maze, hopefully. This is good.
I hope so. They've done a really good job down here. The theming looks excellent.
Look at this, it's empty. And to the Nemesis containment zone. It's like the calm before the storm, isn't it? Ready for Scarefest. Saying that, I think, you know, based on the dates this year, we're going to have some quiet nights, especially next week, some of them 8 o'clocks. I think it's going to be pretty quiet. There's the monorail. And you know what, I'm really excited for some night rides on Nemesis Reborn, and of course all the other rides here at the park, but especially on Nemi just here. Earlier in the year we were treated to Alton After Dark at the start of the season. The first few weekends of the 2024 season, the park was open at night, and of course we got to see Nemesis Reborn all lit up with the lighting package. It looks absolutely gorgeous, so I'm really excited to see that again from Friday, and we're going to be getting loads of night rides in on Nemesis. Can't wait for it, it's going to be awesome. And you know, it's a super quiet day at Alton Towers when Nemesis is only running one train. That's a rare sight. Never normally see Nemi on one train, and it's still walk on. Got no queue. Yeah, for anyone that's made the decision to come today, perfect day. Yeah, these quiet weekdays, for future reference for you all, these quiet weekdays just before Scarefest kicks in are perfect for coming to get lots of rides in. Yeah, normally even on the quietest of days, they run Nemesis on 2 trains. Let's get a couple of shots from here for you all. Very quiet here in the station. Do love the lighting package in here. I can't wait to see it. Of course, when it's pitch black outside, there's no light leaking in again from the other side. This looks awesome in here. Still a shame we lost a single rider queue though. I would have loved it if they could have kept that down here on the left hand side. Reborn. I even managed to get a front row ride there on Nemesis. It was that quiet in the station. I thought, mate, I'll get on the front. Fantastic. And yeah, as much as I do miss that front row queue, it's good if you come on a quiet day like today, because a lot of the time, you know, you'll be able to get on the front, which is fantastic. Because don't really have a bay loader on the quiet days. You can just kind of wait at the side and secure that front row. Even though back row is my favourite on Nemesis, it's still nice doing a front row sometimes just to get the views, and you really feel like your feet are going to bash against the rock, to quote the original designer, of course, John Worley himself, the legend. But always great to get back on Nemesis. No matter where we travel around the world, I do love getting back on the Beauty. It really was the big thrill coaster that started my love for coasters. So I'm always very passionate about Nemesis. Missed it so much last year, and great to have it back at Alton Towers in 2024. And slowly but surely here in Forbidden Valley, work continues on the foundation for Project Ocean, the new flat ride opening in 2025. And yeah, I say slowly but surely, it seems like they've actually changed contractor at some point on here, which is quite interesting. So maybe there were some issues with the foundations, but yeah, it seems to be progressing now. I mean, obviously it's been a lot slower than a lot of us were expecting this one for a flat ride. I thought, you know, we might have seen a lot more happening by now, and originally earlier in the year there was speculation that it could have ended up being a late 2024 edition, but obviously it's quite clear that that isn't the case now. But still, you know, work is progressing, and I'm looking forward to this rumoured top spin that's going to be opening in 2025 here in Forbidden Valley, and we'll keep you updated, of course, with all the latest here on the channel. As always, all of them have been spotted by the construction workers. Love it. Yeah, we get some good views of it down here. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Part of me does feel like, though, was it really worth the effort of building this flat ride on top of the platform? As much as it's going to look good on there, you know, part of me feels like how much the budget has been soaked up in that. Maybe it should have just gone where Ripsaw used to be, down at the back, you know, and then spent that money what they spent on the foundation on bringing another flat ride in for next year. But still, we'll see what happens. It's certainly going to look the part anyway. I'm excited to see what they do. 5-minute advertised wait for Galactica. That quiet, they must be running one of the trains empty. Yeah, that's what they do sometimes. They save like taking the train off and then it building up a bit of a queue. They'll just run one empty sometimes, and that's the case on a lot of coasters. They were doing that earlier on Wicker Man, for example. Still 3 trains going around the circuit. We're just not loading one of them, just in case the queue does build up later on. And yeah, it's quite good that they do that here. Like quite a lot of parks actually would, you know, take the train off, and then if it builds up a queue again, you know, obviously they've got to get the faff of putting that train back on, whereas Alton Towers are pretty good with that actually, when it comes to just, you know, downloading a train, running it empty, and then if they need to, they can just start loading it again. Galactica. Right then, just had a stroll right down here now, so in front of the towers, to talk about a tale with a twist, the return of Hex, the Legend of the Towers. If we go way back to March this year, Alton Towers released a video building up the hype for the season, and they made a big thing in there saying that Hex will be back in 2024, and of course I'm really excited for it to return this Friday. I think we all thought it was going to open a lot earlier in the season than October, but still it's finally here. I can't wait for it in the next couple of days. Yeah, going to be experiencing Hex again here at Alton Towers. Now of course all the story, all the pre-shows really builds up to an amazing ride experience, and the pre-shows and cinema rooms are actually located inside the towers themselves, and then the ride system itself, which is a Vekoma Madhouse to give the illusion of going upside down, even though we all know you actually don't, is just down the back of the towers itself. So yeah, really excited to get back into Hex, and yeah, as much as we've had to wait a lot longer this season than we thought, it's going to be great. Really excited for that.
It's going to be really nice walking down this path and seeing people finally going back inside Hex. It has been greatly missed. I'm so happy that it's coming back.
Just to see these big grand doors open again, like, it's going to be lovely. And of course see the changes inside. Hopefully not too many changes, because it was perfect before. I'm hoping that the main reason for the closure, of course, was mainly due to the maintenance of the ride system, getting everything fixed for the long term on there. So hopefully we don't see any more extended closures for Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Of course, from the little preview that Alton Towers released a few weeks back, it looks like they've done some lighting upgrades in there. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried because I don't think it really needed anything like that doing. It was just the actual ride system what needed the changes. But still, we'll see what it's going to be like in there. And yeah, reopening from this Friday, first day of Scarefest, Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Right then, let's talk again about Scarefest, and here's a look at the 2 family attractions for this year. Of course, returning is Trick or Treat Town. Love the sign for this, and I especially like that sign, what counts down to Halloween. 24 days to go. And then you got like all the orange lights up there in the trees. They look a little bit like pumpkins actually. It looks really nice at night. And yeah, this is back just down here. Now right next door, the new family attraction, Amigos in the Afterlife. Yeah, Dia de los Muertos theme going on. As you can see, all the final preparations are ongoing now. Just out the front, I mean, you got all the flowers just there. Looking very colourful, isn't it?
It's very bright, isn't it?
There you go, you can see the sign just down there, like the entrance. Land of the Dead. See, I think this is going to be more fun than scary. Obviously, it is a family attraction. It's not designed to be terrifying, you know. But yeah, this is looking quite good out here. Always interested to see new attractions.
It's very bright.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, Amigos in the Afterlife. They've kind of done all this here. I imagine that'll be the main sign. Or go on there instead of that Scarefest Returns. That'll change to the main attraction name sign, I reckon, on there. Queue line's going in now. All the barrels just there. Lighting's going in as well. Yeah, like them final preparations ready for Friday. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, you're right there.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
I didn't even Scarefest.
Well, yeah, as you can see, teams are hard at work getting all this ready, and yeah, it's looking good. Obviously, this is where the Alton Towers dungeon has been for the past few years now, and I'm intrigued to see what it's going to be like on the inside. A lot of effort going in here on the outside, so yeah, I guess we'll see what it's going to be like from Friday. Oh, nice and quiet here in Dark Forest. Walk on Rita. Fantastic, yeah, again, give that a go, why not? And 13, of course, down here as well. Always one of the best night rides at Alton Towers. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to getting on again from Friday. Plenty of night rides. It's always my favourite thing about Scarefest now. And as much as I love the mazes, I think for me now it's more about the night rides than it is the mazes, to be honest. I enjoy the night rides a lot more now. I mean, I've always liked the night rides, but the maze used to be like my main highlight of Scarefest. But I think now it's all about them night rides for me. 5-minute wait. As we just saw though, it's walk on. Rita. Great ride there on Rita, and yeah, walk straight on and down there at the back as well, which is fantastic. Even better, my favourite seats on Rita, right down the back, just better for the launch. Whee! Up next then, 5 minutes, 4:13 just there, why not? Don't need it today, but not forgetting on the busier days, single rider is now here on 13 as well, and you head just down to the right hand side there. Have to give that a go on one of the busier days. So it means that this has got single rider now, of course the Smiler that got brought back quite some time ago, and along with that, Spinball Whizzer now as well has got single riders. So there we go, they're getting there now, putting more single riders in. I still love to see Nemesis come back, Wicker Man would be great, and just in general on all the coasters really, it's great to see more single riders coming in. So hopefully over winter we may see that implemented. This is always one of the best night rides, and a top tip for you, I know we're not quite in Scarefest yet, but a tip for you is join the queue before dusk. If it's on like an hour wait or something, join the queue before it gets dark, and then it means that by the time you get on into the station, it's pitch black then, because obviously everybody always piles in when it starts getting dark. So you want to do that, get in the queue just before, and then you'll save a little bit of time there. But of course in the main Scarefest vlog I'll share lots of tips, and that'll be coming up over the weekend from Friday. There we go, Dark Forest done and dusted in about 20 minutes. Fantastic, perfect day for riding today.
These are the best times to come because the park is just so quiet. Like you're literally just walking on rides. It's brilliant.
It's ideal, and as much as I don't like 4 o'clock closes, especially for a park of this size, I still think 4's too early. You can easily get everything done and multiple re-rides, especially if you're here dead on for opening. You can get loads done like in 6 hours still on a really quiet day like this. And just before we head down into X Sector, here's a sign in place now for Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. Of course, that's located within the towers themselves, and you've also got the Attic Terror of the Towers back for another year inside the towers as well. Hopefully both of these will be replaced with something new for Scarefest next year, I hope so. 10-minute wait for the Smiler. Smile always. Yeah, drop us a comment down below. When are you coming to Scarefest this year? Are you looking forward to the new mazes, or are you more here for the night rides, or are you going to be doing a bit of both? Let us know.
Join us.
Well, I just had a ride down the Smile. I've got to say, it wasn't really the best night. It was riding a bit like a shopping trolley. It was a row 3 ride, it was on the end of the row, and it was very shaky, that was. And also made the most of a nice quiet queue for Oblivion as well. Done loads of rides today, made the most of it. Walk on Oblivion, just over here too, why not? And a very quiet X sector, that's the thing though, all will change in a few days with the start of Scarefest. We're very much looking forward to it. Yeah, look how quiet the pathways are. It is a fantastic time to come. All the mist was on down here at Oblivion. Of course, this was riding great. Still one of the best drops on any coaster, in my opinion. Done so many dive coasters around the world, and Oblivion always delivers. Fantastic. What a dive machine. Just so intimidating to look at as well, isn't it? There we go, the sound of the generators are back. Like my impression then, Charlotte. I was hoping that by Scarefest we weren't going to see any more of these generators, because obviously earlier in the year we saw a lot of new semi-permanent lighting going in. A lot of it was festoons, but then we had the delivery of the generators. However, look carefully at the top, and they have got gels on just there, which means they are going to be coloured. There we can see just there. Hard to tell, maybe blue or green on there. I think it could be blue. So yeah, at least they put gels on to make it look more spooky. So the pathway between X Sector and Spinball Whizzer is closed at the moment, just whilst they're preparing for Scarefest and fireworks. You can see all the hay bales over there ready to come in. All the decor for Scarefest, and of course you've got Daz Games, Panic Reloaded here on the right hand side. Yeah, signs all in place there, and they're doing some work to the footpath just down here at the moment as well. So yeah, interested to see what Daz Games is going to be like. Hopefully a lot better than last year. Fingers crossed for some more theming in there. And over here at Spinball Whizzer, it's our first time actually seeing the new single rider queue just here. I tell you what, we've done a good job with this, finished it off nice all down the side. And yeah, this is the exit now on the left hand side, single riders on the right, and that's the ride access pass over on the right hand side there that was previously the exit. Yeah, pretty good. Good to see more single riders coming in though. 10-minute wait, Spinball Whizzer. May as well have a go. Oh, they've been working throughout the day here on the Scarefest setup. All these wooden posts were not here when we walked into the parks. Yeah, they must have gone in at some point this afternoon. There we go, and of course it's going to be getting transformed overnight. Ready for Scarefest on Friday. Oh, we've escaped the rain and made it back here into the car after a nice, very quiet day at the Alton Towers Resort. Perfect day for getting on lots of rides, for me anyway.
These are the best times to come. Like, being able to just walk on all the rides is just excellent. If you can come this time of year because it's so quiet, please do come, because it is just the best time.
I recommend it. I know not everybody can always visit on these off-peak days, but like I said earlier on, right now in October, just before Scarefest, is like the quietest part of the season. And also as well, early on, like March, as soon as the park's opened on them weekdays, is also pretty quiet. But I'd say that now is like the ultimate quiet time to visit Alton Towers. Lots of updates though today. Good to see lots of work happening with the scare mazes, Halloween preparations and fireworks over on the lawns as well, and just so much to look forward to. Compound's looking really good out the front, isn't it?
Oh, that looks excellent. That does. They've done a really good job. I'm looking forward to hearing what's going on inside there.
Definitely. Can't wait to a couple of days and yeah, get inside there and finally see what the new maze is like. Amigos in the Afterlife is looking very colourful on the outside. I think that'll look really good at night. Hopefully there's some like coloured lighting and stuff around there as well. That's looking pretty good from what we can see. We were asking for new stuff for Scarefest. We've had some new stuff for this year. Have we got everything new that we wanted? No, but at least there's some new bits. I'm actually quite excited for Scarefest this year and to see what we're going to have. And of course, stay tuned for the vlog coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide, featuring maze reviews, capturing the atmosphere and all the entertainment as well. It'll be coming up in the next few days here on the channel. We've seen some other updates around the park with Project Ocean. Not loads more to share with that yet, but it is progressing gradually, ready for next year. And yeah, just in general, a good quiet day to come here to Alton Towers. But that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next vlog.